5 feet tall, maybe. I'm somewhere around there. The little one grabs the deer by the I believe it was the front legs, and he drags him out of the woods a little bit. Then boom, you get that full vision of, I don't know, it wasn't a baby Bigfoot. Maybe it was a baby Bigfoot, but it was like 5 feet tall. They were, well, he was a dark brown color. And then the big one walks out. I'm not kidding you, man. That thing had to be 10 feet tall, if not bigger. Try not to exaggerate. But it was at least 10 feet tall, and it was really thick. About 10, 15 feet, maybe a little more in front, away from us, in front of the baby and that monster. Two more walk out. My daughter grabbed my side, and she might have grabbed my side before that, and I just like felt it at that moment because it was like, I don't know how to explain it. I couldn't move. And the huge Bigfoot leaned against this boulder, and they're, I want to say they're 20 yards, 25 yards away from us, if that. And there's the huge monster Bigfoot, I guess I'll call him that, or the dad. He's leaned against this boulder, and the other Bigfoots that walked out, those were, couldn't tell right away, but after a couple of minutes, you knew they were female. At that split second, I didn't know they were female. It looked like it was, I'd say, a mom and dad Bigfoot. Okay, the monster, the dad. Then there's like a mom. Then there was that boy, baby one that was, I don't know, 5, 6 feet tall. Then the other one looked like she'd be in human years, I guess is what I'm saying. She'd be in her teens, maybe early 20s. That's just what I'm thinking. I don't know. She was a little bit smaller. She was like 7 feet tall, somewhere around there. But she was a different color. The younger girl was like this light red, but if they looked our way, they would have seen us. I'm thinking to leave, but I didn't know how to leave. If we turned around and walked away from that boulder, I figured they'd see us. And having my kids there, I don't know, but I was frozen also. The feeling you get, man, when you see that, it's pretty wild. But anyway, okay, the dad Bigfoot, when he leaned against the boulder, he actually looked like he was hurt. And this thing's huge. I think he might have got hurt when he was diving at that deer, the second deer, that they got. And it looked like it was his shoulder and his arm. And the mom Bigfoot, and she looked nothing like the I guess daughter Bigfoot. She looked more, what's that Bigfoot's name from years ago, that like the first Bigfoot video?
Are you talking about Patty from the Patterson and Gimlin film?
Yes, it was kind of like Patty. The younger one, and remind you, it's 20 yards away, 25 yards away, which is not really that far, but it is. But you could see a big difference. The daughter just looked more human, I guess I'd say. The boy, the baby Bigfoot, he looked human. And the monster, he did not look like Patty. I don't know how to explain it, the difference. And you could see more black actually on the dad, like the skin was black. And anyway, the mom comes over to that big Bigfoot and looking at him. It's like she was trying to help him or see if he's okay. That's what it looked like. I'm not exactly sure if I'm right. After that, I don't even know how long that lasted. A minute, maybe not even that. You heard him, the dad Bigfoot. It was a lolly-wah, something like that, a lolly-wah. And it was really, he said, deep. And they all came over by the deer where they pulled it out. They pulled a couple feet out of the edge of the wood line. And they all got around, and the big Bigfoot, actually the mom too, they look like like an old man or old woman, I guess, like trying to go to sit on the floor or kneel on the floor, if that makes any sense. Younger people take a knee, no problem. Older people, you kind of, it takes like a minute to get down. That's what it looked like. They get in, it wasn't quite a circle, but they surround this deer, and it looked like they put their hand out onto the deer. And that's when my daughter said again, let's go. And she kept saying, let's go, let's go. And we're all standing right by each other behind this boulder. And if we turn around and walk away, like I say, boom, you're in the open. But it looked, I don't want to say they were praying. It seemed like giving thanks to the animal, or thank you for, I don't know how to explain it. That's just what it felt like and seemed like. They weren't like eating at it like tigers would kill. They were gentle with it, and it looked like they put their hand on the deer. And that went, I don't know, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. It seemed like forever. After that, the female mom went over to the water, the little river, and she took a handful of water and put it in her mouth, and she did that twice. And she went back over to the dad Bigfoot and spit it on his arm, on his shoulder area. And I was like, what the hell? So I think he got cut, or when I said I think he got hurt, he might have got cut. After she spit the water on him, she grabbed some sand or dirt next to these boulders, and she rubbed it on his arm. And then he mimicked something else. It was a real deep voice. And it wasn't what I said the last time. I'm not even going to try it. I'll sound retarded. But the daughter Bigfoot, the mom rubs that on him. Dad says whatever he does. Mom turns around, and the dad went to grab the deer. He grabbed both sets of legs of front and back. He picked the deer up just like that and then threw it around his shoulders.